Hi, I'm Andrew Weaver, and I'm a graduate student here at Virginia Tech, and this is my story. My story starts like many. I was born to two Christian parents in a small Midwestern town. Unfortunately, the normalness of my story stops here. My parents got divorced when I was very young. I don't have any memories of a happy family, and normal to me became two separate homes. Looking back, I'm thankful it happened when it did, and I quickly learned to not know any different. Days of the week became split between parents, and weekends alternated between the two. Church was different every week, and youth group at my mom's church was on a night I was at my dad's, and a youth group at my dad's was on the night I was at my mom's. So I never really had the opportunity to get further involved, and I didn't feel like I was in a position where I could. Even though now that's likely not the case, but at the time that's how I felt. While I accepted Jesus into my heart in middle school, my relationship with him didn't really grow much past there. Fortunately, in high school, I got to know some really good people who were involved in another church in town and was able to get involved with them some, and I felt my relationship with Jesus start to grow there. Following high school, I attended Michigan State University, and I was fortunate to be able to go there with this same group of friends. I got involved with Cru. However, unfortunately, some other relationships held me back from diving all in for Jesus. However, moving further along in my undergraduate career, I felt my relationship and my connectedness with him start to grow more, and a verse that really stood out to me is 2 Corinthians 5:1. Now we know that if the earthly tent we live in is destroyed, we have a building from God, an eternal house in heaven, not built by human hands. And just the idea that no matter what's going on in our lives or this world, that he has a plan for us, that he has a house in heaven that we don't have to build ourselves, was just really encouraging, and something, a verse that I've always had in the back of my mind since then. And so I was on track at Michigan State to go to vet school, and I thought I had my future all worked out and a plan. However, he had different plans for me. About a month before I had to turn in my acceptance information for vet school, I got word of a graduate position here at Virginia Tech, and I figured an inquiry and a visit couldn't hurt, and 4 weeks later I was a Hokie. I came to Blacksburg about a year and a half ago. I left parents, a relationship, and a lot of good friends back in Michigan. I didn't feel like I was very close to anyone when I got down here, but I knew Jesus had a plan. I wasn't sure what it was, but I knew I needed to trust in him. Fortunately, I got involved with North Star Church shortly after arriving here, and ever since I started attending, I just felt there was such a strong sense of community. And while the last year and a half has been difficult in a lot of ways, I'm very thankful for North Star and the GAP group, which I've gotten more involved with here this past fall, for providing an environment for me to grow in my relationship with Christ and the community that he's built here in Blacksburg. This fall has been a great time of growth, and I've always considered getting baptized, and it's been in the back of my mind, but because of busyness or doubt or fear, I've always put it off, and I just figured I could do it another time. But I feel like I'm in an environment now, and the community that I'm involved with now, where I shouldn't continue in this disobedience, and I need to move forward with this step of faith and get baptized. So this is my story, and I'm very thankful and glad for the position that Jesus has put me in, and the place he has me in right now. And that's my story.
Because of Andrew's profession of faith in Christ and his desire to follow Jesus with all his life, but in obedience to Jesus' command to be baptized, I'm going to baptize you, Andrew Weaver, in the name of the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit. Buried to death in Christ, raised to newness, to walk in newness of life.